This is Tamela Ford reporting from GMS Channel 3 News, bringing you sports good news from Garden Grove. I'm here with the OEC Garden Grove Bulldog back-to-back Orange Bowl D1 champion, head coach Eric Nelson. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Tammy, that sounds good right there. Back-to-back D1 Orange Bowl champion. I'm good. How you doing, Tammy?
I'm fine.
Good, good.
So, Coach Eric, we know that coaching young men can be difficult at times. I know you are a pastor as well as a coach.
Yes, ma'am.
First, can you tell me your church name and how you're able to balance feeding their needs for competition and also feeding them spiritually?
That's great. Well, my church name is Calvary Chapel West Grove in Garden Grove, so it's a blessing to be able to pastor and coach in the same city, because a pastor, they should be an extension and be involved in the community. So it's a blessing to be able to minister and coach and mentor young men, and it's a tough balance. You know, I'm blessed to have kids out here, and one of the big things that I hear from pastors' kids is the fact that, you know, they put the church and they put the people over the kids. And so I do everything I can to make sure that I'm there for my kids, their extracurricular activities, all those things. So for me, having a love for football, having a passion and knowledge and a little bit of ability to coach and to be there with my kids and to be in the community, it's really quite easy, because family's first, and to be able to coach my kids and then also mentor other kids and teach them a game, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm not here just to preach and mentor all that stuff. I'm here to teach them a game, so to be able to do it excellently, and at the same time be a man that these guys can look up to, a faithful husband, you know, a man of God, these types of things, honest, integrity, those types of things. So I try to be an example. You know, I try to walk the walk, talk the talk. When the Lord opens up the door, to be able to minister as well. I've been able to marry some of my parents, people who weren't married, been able to marry. I've been some family members died one time. They called me to do the memorial, and so God's been good and opened up a lot of doors. As a matter of fact, a crazy thing happened. Can I tell you the story?
Sure, go ahead.
So 2 weeks ago, we played a game here against Los Alamitos. Remember that game? So after the game, the referee came up to me and said, "Man, there was something different about your sideline." Started sharing with him a little bit and invited him over to my church. So this Sunday, he stands up and gives his life to the Lord at the church.
Oh,
And then it just so happened that we have follow-up counselors, and they knew that I was a coach, and he's like, "Yeah, Coach Eric, he didn't know, you know, I was a pastor." I just started sharing, "Hey, come to the church." And so that was Sunday. On Tuesday, we had a festival for Halloween at the church. He was there giving out candy and serving and volunteering. So it was pretty cool to be in the community and to see some, you know, some fruit like that.
That's good. Another question, last question. I know every game that you pray with the kids.
Yes,
Can you
ma'am.
tell me why you do that and what you think will come out of that?
That's great. So actually tonight, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be preaching on Philippians 4:6-7. It says, "Be anxious for nothing, but by everything with prayer and supplication, let your requests be made known to God, and He'll give you that peace that surpasses all understanding." So it says, pray about everything, right? It says, so that's the cares and worries. How do we take those things away? Through prayer. You know, prayer, it works. And so I pray about everything. I pray when I wake up. I pray before I do something big, before I do something small, before I buy something. I try to incorporate prayer in my life, and that's just the way I can model these to these kids. Like, hey, this is an important thing. This is a game. You've worked all week, all day, for months to be able to go out and perform. And we want to pray and ask God's blessing with this. We want Him to bless us, to protect us, to guide us, and to direct us. And so I mean, if they could model that, oh man, Coach Eric would pray before games because this was big. Maybe that they will be able to take that in their lives. Like, man, this is a big test at school. You know, there's something going on with my parents. I need to pray for them. You know, so to be able to model that and to show them this is what men do. You know, it's what men of God do. And I want these young men to be men of God. So they should be praying.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. Channel 3 News out. Tamela Ford. Here we go. We're out.
Back to U.S. Sinai.
U.S. side. Bye-bye. Oh, man, that's a face for